About a month ago, I sprained my ankle again. It's not destroyed or ER level, but it's a solid sprain. And I just assumed it would heal naturally because I do everything right. I stretch, I ground, I get morning sunlight, I eat clean and walk between 10 and 20,000 steps a day. I sauna, I cold plunge, and I get good quality sleep. And yet it still hasn't gotten any better. And I know what you're probably asking yourself, well, why don't you just rest it? Well, for me and most, rest just isn't realistic. I'm too active and I don't have time to rest all day. So I went back to the basics, back to the few things that I've used in the past, things that almost nobody talks about, and especially things that nobody talks about combining. And in this video, I'm gonna explain how one 15-minute session doing something I learned how to do 15 years ago finally made my ankle start feeling better. We're gonna talk about what it is, how it actually works, and how you can do it too. Today, we're going deep, so let's jump right into it. First, let's slow down and actually talk about the injury. A sprain is typically ligament damage, and ligaments connect bone to bone. They are dense, collagen-heavy connective tissue. And here's the first big problem. Ligaments have poor vascularization. First big word of the day, vascularization. I want you to get value out of this video, so I'm gonna really break down some things that you probably hear other content creators talk about that you just don't understand. And vascularization simply means blood supply. Ligaments do not get much blood flow, and blood flow is how nutrients, oxygen, and immune cells arrive. When you sprain your ankle, like me, collagen fibers tear, inflammatory cells start to rush in, fluid accumulates, swelling increases, and nerve endings become hypersensitive. That's why when you sprain your ankle or your wrist and you touch that area, it feels like someone just stabbed you. And it can be so painful. But here's something important. Pain does not always equal damage. Pain often just equals inflammation plus neural guarding. Neural guarding means your nervous system tightens surrounding muscles to protect the area. This is why we feel stuck and stiff long after the initial damage. And that's where I've been. You see, general wellness helps, but it does not always guarantee local circulation to that specific ligament for quick healing. And that's the first lesson. But now let's go back in time. About 15 years ago, I worked with a guy who had trained Chinese martial arts. And he didn't just train Chinese martial arts, he only used Chinese herbal medicine, and he trained like way off the grid. The guy was pretty freaking cool. And at the time, I had a neck injury from CrossFit. It was from CrossFit. And at the time, I had a neck injury that had been nagging for weeks, and it was not getting any better. One day at work, he brought in something called Dit Da Jow, and he actually showed me how to use it. He even massaged it into my neck and shoulders and explained exactly how the process worked. And to my surprise, a few days later, the pain was completely gone, and my mobility in my neck completely returned. And it was then that I had to learn more about this miracle potion. And at the time, I was wondering, how does nobody know about this? Like, I'm now a Dit Da Jow lover, and no one's even heard the name. They actually thought it was some miracle voodoo weird potion. And it kind of was. It was really hard to get. You couldn't order it online. There was only a couple websites that were basically all Chinese that you could order this stuff from. And in doing my research trying to buy more of it, I found some really interesting stuff. Dit Da Jow is a traditional Chinese herbal liniment. Liniment just means a topical liquid medicine. Most Dit Da Jow formulas include things like angelica root, frankincense, myrrh, safflower, dragon's blood resin, and a few other things that are just in a solution of alcohol. And please, if you're at this point in the video and you're like, okay, cool, Dit Da Jow, that's what I need, don't go buy this stuff on Amazon. I've tried that and it is not the same. If you do want to get some, I'll have a link down in the video description. It'll take you to the website that I have bought this from, and it is legit. But now let's talk about what these ingredients actually do. Many of the ingredients of Dit Da Jow are rubefacients, and rubefacients increase surface blood flow by mildly irritating the skin. And it's important to know that irritation is not damage. It's not gonna like cut you all up, but it does signal to the body to increase circulation locally. Frankincense and myrrh contain compounds that influence inflammatory pathways. And you may hear the word cytokine in videos like this. Cytokines are signaling proteins used by immune cells to communicate. But too many pro-inflammatory cytokines can actually prolong swelling. And some of the herbal compounds in Dit Da Jow help modulate that response. Safflower has been traditionally described as moving blood. In Western terms, that means improving microcirculation. And microcirculation is the tiny capillary level blood flow. All that to say, Dit Da Jow can increase local circulation, modulate inflammatory signaling, and improve capillary dynamics. So that is not mystical or magical, that is pharmacology through plants. Now we bring in photobiomodulation, which you notice I'm sitting in the sun right now. I love getting sunlight. I live in Florida, so I get a lot of it. sunlight is very powerful. And one of the things we've learned from the sun is photobiomodulation and how powerful that is. Let's break the word down. Photo means light, bio means life, and modulation means adjusting. It is the use of specific light wavelengths to influence cellular behavior. The Kenyan Move Plus, which is what I use, uses red and near-infrared light, LEDs and lasers, which are very unique. Near-infrared light penetrates deeper into the tissue, deeper than the visible red light, and then lasers target that light even deeper into the tissues. It's also more concentrated than the spread of an LED. So you get the benefit of both the LED spread and the targeted laser using the Kenyan Move Plus, which that's super important in specific wound healing. Now here's a big word that you're gonna wanna know. Cytochrome C oxidase. And that is part of the electron transport chain in the mitochondria. We're getting very scientific here, but I think it's gonna make sense. What are mitochondria? Well, your mitochondria are your cellular power plants. It's where energy comes from. They produce ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. And ATP is your cellular energy currency. It gets made, it gets spent. When near-infrared light hits cytochrome C oxidase, it can actually enhance your mitochondria's efficiency. And that generally means more ATP production. And here's why that's great. More ATP means better repair signaling, improved protein synthesis, enhanced cellular recovery. Red light can also enhance nitric oxide, and nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels, improving blood flow. So now, combining Dit Da Jow with photobiomodulation, we get herbal vasodilation plus mitochondrial stimulation plus nitric oxide signaling. We are now layering the natural healing levers, and some might call this biohacking. But now let's go just one step deeper and use a bed of nails. You don't have to actually use a legit bed of nails. I do. But let's talk about that. This is essentially acupressure, and it stimulates mechanoreceptors. Mechanoreceptors are sensory receptors that respond to pressure. When stimulated, they send signals to the spinal cord and brain. And here's another important concept to understand. It's called gate control theory. You see, pain signals travel through specific nerve fibers. Strong sensory input from pressure can actually compete with pain signals at the spinal cord level, and that reduces the perceived pain you're feeling. Acupressure can also stimulate endorphin release. Endorphins are endogenous opioids. Endogenous simply means made inside your body, which is a good thing, as they naturally reduce pain perception. So now on top of all the levers that we talked about layering, we're adding in mechanical stimulus, neural modulation, and a circulatory rebound. Again, another lever. Now we understand how all of this works a little better, I hope, and all of that's great. But why did this seemingly heal me so much faster than just rest? Well, I don't want to be naive here and think that I magically regrew ligament fibers overnight. That didn't happen because ligament remodeling takes weeks. But inflammation can lower quickly, fluid dynamics can shift quickly, and neural guarding can relax quickly. Think about it like this: when guarding decreases, mobility increases. And when swelling drops slightly, joint glide improves. And that can feel dramatic. But the key now is whether or not the improvement continues. This is why I would suggest you invest in a bottle of Dit Da Jow, a Kenyan Move Plus, and a simple acupressure mat. I'll have all my favorites linked down in the video description, and I'll even have an exclusive discount code for the Kenyan Move Plus, so check that out after the video. And when you have all of these tools at your fingertips, I would structure the healing process intentionally. The first thing I would do every single day is light movement upon waking. Simple ankle circles and some light dorsiflexion work. Next, I would apply Dit Da Jow. You're gonna wanna apply it for 2 to 3 minutes, and you're gonna wanna do 2 to 3 layers. After that dries into the skin, I would wrap my Kenyan Move Plus around the spot. And I would recommend doing a 15-minute session. After that, the area is typically pretty heated up, and this is a good time to follow it with some controlled strength. And I'm not talking about anything crazy. I'm talking about simply doing some backwards walking, some single leg balancing. You can jump on a rebounder or get on a vibe plate, maybe even do some slow calf raises or split squats and lunges. I'm not talking about doing a full-blown workout, and I'm not talking about hitting PRs, but something that can apply mechanical movement and controlled pressure to that area. Then after that movement, I would stand on my bed of nails or acupressure mat for about 5 to 10 minutes. But make sure you don't go crazy. We don't want to feel any sharp pain, and we definitely don't want to feel any instability. Progress gradually. Also, take note and watch out for morning stiffness and swelling circumference. If it gets worse, back off the movements. If we do this daily, we should start to notice balance improvements and confidence during lateral movements again. I also want to point out that you can do this more than once a day. You can do it as many times a day as you want. But one key note about the Dit Da Jow is because the good stuff is alcohol-based, don't put it on an open wound. It will burn like crazy. And also, please remember, I am not a doctor. Nothing that I'm sharing here is actually medical advice. And it's important to remember that all injuries and all people are unique. So what works for me and one other person might not work perfectly for you. And your injury might be completely different than mine. This is just what I do. This is just what my family does. This is just what we found works for us. And I'm just sharing it with you because it's been shared with me and it has changed our lives. So you gotta make the best decision for yourself. One last thing on ligaments that I found helpful, it kind of helps connect all of the dots that we're talking about here. Ligaments are mostly a collagen type 1. So you can and you probably should supplement to improve recovery time and remodel damaged ligaments during a sprain. Collagen synthesis does require amino acids. It also requires vitamin C and adequate blood supply, which means it does require movement. The remodeling phase includes fibroblasts, and fibroblasts are cells that produce collagen. They actually respond well to mechanical tension, which is movement. And that means, my friends, rest is not always optimal, even though that's always the first thing people say to do. So what does that mean? Well, combining circulation enhancements, cellular energy production, and a controlled mechanical stress, theoretically, it's the perfect combination for quick healing. And here's the bigger lesson I'm learning as I get older. General health, which is what we are generally told to do, does not always fix a local injury perfectly. It's general for a reason. Sometimes we need targeted inputs, and sometimes we need to layer levers. Look, my ankle is not fully healed yet, but the shift is real. And I think what I stumbled into years ago isn't mystical or magical. I think it's concentrated physiology. And if it continues to improve over the next 7 to 14 days, which I am sure it will, I will update you on Instagram. So make sure you go follow me at dmossjr there. And if you've watched this video and you have a really interesting recovery story, something that no one talks about, but it worked for you, please share it down below. I'm not closed off to just like one idea or this idea or what general wellness says. I'm like a human guinea pig. I love experimenting on myself. So please share the stories. Please share what's working for you. Please share the craziest voodoo things that you've experienced. I love it. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to get any of the things that I talked about on this video, I'll just have them simply linked down in the video description. You can shop around, do all your own research, and make the best decision for yourself. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless. And hey, speaking of next video, I'm gonna have a couple videos pop up right here and here. One's gonna be a full review of the Kenyan Move Plus. I think there's more to talk about that you might wanna know. And then this video is a video that YouTube thinks you'll like. So go ahead and click on one of those, and I'll see you over there.